This cafe is really quiet on weekends. Sitting here makes time feel like it's slowing down more than usual.
I think it's because we allow it to slow down. On weekdays, even if it's quiet, it doesn't feel that way.
Right. On weekdays, you're sipping coffee, but your mind is still at the office. On weekends, it's the opposite. Your body is here, and so is your mind.
That's why I love weekend coffee. Not because it tastes better, but because we drink it without feeling guilty.
Guilty for sitting still while there's a pile of work waiting?
Yeah, like your brain is always nagging. You're wasting time right now.
Weekends are when we're legally allowed to waste time.
That sounds convincing. I'll use that line every time I sleep in.
Do you sleep in often?
Yes, but not too late. I like waking up when the sun's up a bit, just enough to know it's a day off.
I wake up early out of habit, but then I lie there longer, just to savor the feeling of not needing to rush.
That feeling is rare, like you've beaten the pace of life for a moment.
Do you usually have plans set for your weekends?
Not many. I only plan one thing, to go out. What to do, I decide then.
Sounds like living spontaneously.
Not exactly. I think the whole week we're already scheduled too tightly, so weekends should have some empty spaces.
Empty spaces for what?
For little things to slip in, like lingering longer at a cafe, or walking an extra street.
I find those little things are what stick in memory the most.
Because they're not forced. Everything feels more natural.
What did you do last weekend?
I tried cooking a new dish. It took almost 2 hours, eaten in 10 minutes.
How did it turn out?
Not as good as expected, but not bad enough to order takeout.
That's a success then. Cooking without needing backup is already a win.
What about you? What did you do for fun last weekend?
I wandered around on foot, no headphones. Just listening to the cars, the people.
No music?
No, I wanted to hear the city talking.
Sounds? Philosophical?
Actually, just curious. Normally, we blast music to drown out the noise.
And on weekends, we let it exist.
Yeah. You realize the city has its own rhythm.
I love weekend afternoons, when everyone slows down a bit. Even the cafe doesn't rush customers out.
Like everyone's silently agreeing it's time to rest.
Do you ever feel weekends fly by faster than weekdays?
Yes, because that's when we're really living. Time speeds up when you're not watching it.
Sounds like something from a book.
But it's true. On weekdays, we're always checking the clock.
I think weekends are when we return to a less worried version of ourselves.
A version that doesn't have to prove anything.
No need to act busy, no need to be efficient.
I like that version of you.
Me too. Of you.
Maybe that's why we often choose to meet on weekends.
Because that's when we're most ourselves.
And it's easier to say things without overthinking.
Like casual chit-chat.
But it's that chit-chat that makes weekends meaningful.
Thinking about Monday makes the coffee taste a bit blander.
For me, it makes the bitterness stand out more. But I'm used to it.
How does your new week usually start?
By opening my work calendar, then wondering why I agreed to so much.
That's the classic Sunday night question.
What about you?
I make a short list. Not to finish everything, but to know what I'm facing.
Does writing it down make it feel lighter?
Yes. At least the worry has a shape, not vague anymore.
I usually keep everything in my head, letting it spin around.
So your brain must be working overtime without pay.
It's on strike already.
Anything important for you this week?
A presentation. If it goes well, things will be a bit easier.
A bit sounds very modest.
Because I don't dare expect too much. High expectations are exhausting.
I get it. I just hope this week passes smoothly, no surprises.
But surprises can be interesting sometimes.
Only if you have the energy to handle them.
So what's your goal for this week?
Get enough sleep. And don't bring work home.
Two goals that sound simple but are harder than getting promoted.
Because they require knowing when to stop.
I'm learning that. But stopping always makes me feel like I'm falling behind.
Sometimes stopping is what keeps you from falling.
You say it lightly, but it hits hard.
Because I've been there not stopping, and then burning out.
What happened after?
I realized I don't need to run as fast as others. Just keep a steady pace.
I'm still trying to catch up.
No one is asking you to catch up to anyone.
But the pressure is always there.
Pressure doesn't go away. We just learn to live with it.
Anything you're looking forward to in the new week?
Yes. Looking forward to some random evening when I get home without thinking about work.
Sounds like a dream.
But it's a dream you can practice.
I'm hoping Friday comes quickly.
Everyone does.
Because we know we'll be sitting here again on the weekend.
Sitting here, drinking coffee, and chatting like two people with no rush.
Conversations with no deadlines.
No KPIs, no performance reviews.
Just us and the present.
I think that's why we need coffee sessions like this.
To remind ourselves that, beyond work, we're still human.
Humans who get tired, lazy, and sometimes don't want to do anything.
And that's completely okay.
The new week might be stressful, but at least we started after a pleasant weekend.
With a bit of energy recharged.
And a silent promise. Don't be too hard on yourself.
I'll try to remember that promise.
Me too.
Do you ever think some relationships work best when you don't try to define them?
Yes. Because once you define it, expectations start.
And when expectations aren't met, things get heavy.
I like relationships where things happen naturally. Like coffee cooling slowly, no one rushing it.
But if you leave it too long, the coffee goes completely cold.
The question is, do you still want to drink it, even if it's cold?
I think yes, because the flavor is still there.
That sounds risky.
I'm just being honest. Some people, even if you don't talk much, still make you feel comfortable sitting next to them.
Like right now?
Yeah.
I feel the same. You don't always need exciting stories. Sometimes, just sharing silence.
Silence without awkwardness.
That's a form of closeness.
Are you afraid of feelings that come slowly?
No. I'm only afraid of feelings that come fast and leave just as fast.
I've been there, and it's exhausting.
What happened after?
I learned to observe, not rush to react, not rush to label.
Sounds like what I'm doing now.
Maybe because we've both rushed before.
So now we choose slow.
Slow to feel it more clearly.
I think affection doesn't need to be loud, just enough to make you want to spend time.
Spending time is the most valuable thing.
Because you can't ask for more time.
If I had to choose between a grand date and a quiet coffee, I'd pick the latter.
Me too. Less pressure, less pretending.
Do you believe there are people who make you want to share the tiniest stories?
Yes. And when you share, you're not afraid of being judged.
Like how today I almost ran late because I stopped to watch a cat sleeping on the sidewalk.
I wouldn't laugh at you. I've stood for 10 minutes just watching the rain.
So we're even.
Those little stories, usually insignificant but shared with the right person, they feel fun.
Because that person listens.
and doesn't dismiss them.
What do you think your feelings are right now?
I think it's comfort, a light kind of safety.
Same here. No nervousness, no restlessness.
But I don't want this coffee session to end too soon.
The cafe's getting busier.
The weekend's almost over, too.
But we still have next week.
And other coffee sessions.
No need for too many promises.
Just save a spot for each other in the weekend schedule,
I like that way of putting it.
because it doesn't create pressure.
Do you think sometimes affection just needs that?
Just someone to sit with, chat casually, and not feel lonely.
If that's the case, then right now, I feel fine.
Me too.
The coffee's cold now.
But I'll still drink it.
Because the flavor's still there.
And because there's someone sitting across from me.
Shall we sit here again next week?
Yeah. Same table, same cafe, but maybe a different feeling.
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.